Recording.
What is going on?
Hey everybody, and welcome back
Jesus, honey,
to
what?
Unwaxed with your favorite sisters, Sophia
And Sistine, you guys! It's the end of the year. Obviously, you know that if you're listening to this.
And what are you ho-ho-hos doing this year? Because Sistine and I... Do you like that?
Subtly call everyone hoes.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you're our ho-ho-hos. But I honestly, when before I came into this, I was trying to think of something Christmas and witty, and that was the first thing that popped in my mind. I was like, maybe that will work.
Yeah.
Did it work?
It didn't land, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me know if it landed. Let me know if you used it on your family members. Tell me how the reactions
I'm sure
are.
you guys can all agree with us. Thank the frickin' Lord. 2020 is over.
Oh my gosh.
I really have a strong feeling that there's no way it could get worse from here. So
now
it's
you
only
just
uphill.
jinxed it.
No,
How
but
do you know?
there's no way I'm jinxing the world right now. But I just feel like 2021, there's no way it can be as bad as 2020. We're going uphill.
I hope so.
High hopes.
It's kind of sad because I feel like this whole year we've been just going in motion. Like Christmas for us right now, if you're going to listen to this, it's after, but Christmas is tomorrow
Yeah.
for us. Wow.
Crazy
What?
how the year has gone by. Do you still feel like even though many opportunities that you were hoping for didn't happen, as a lot of people can relate, do you feel like you still accomplished some things?
Like this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Like
I think
what?
Our podcast. I really think we did pretty well. And a lot of the times we were super hesitant about starting it, and we went for it. And there's amazing opportunities that are coming 2021 that Sistine and I will be excited to tell you guys about. But I think for both of us, and I think for speaking for both of us, we've really grown this year.
Yeah, I feel like I've matured a lot.
Yeah. I think we kind of know more of what we want. I think in terms of our love life, yeah, it's, as you guys know, it was a bit of a rough patch for a hot second. But I think that we kind of dove head first and just really went at everything. Mm-hmm. But we didn't hesitate. Normally we kind of question things. But
I think as well, we're always in a relationship. So being single and also being forced to stay in your home. So it's not like you can distract yourself. Yeah, I think that was sort of the best thing for us.
At the same time, too.
Yeah.
Which is easy because we're able to motivate each other.
Even though it's freaking miserable the whole time. So sad. I hate being single.
Stories. We had stories.
Yes, we have the content. Oh, wait. We should probably mention... apologies. There will be no video this week.
We shot something.
You guys are still trying to figure it out. Okay?
We're really bad at this.
We're trying to figure out how to film from home, and we don't know how to link audio and video and also make us look decent if it's not on Zoom. We're figuring it out. I promise we'll get it.
If you hate it and you're kind of annoyed that there's nobody this time, Sistine will just post a video of the fight we mentioned last week of us wrestling. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yes, that can be a replacement. We'll put that with the audio in the background.
We'll give you guys a little Christmas present. That'll be our present. I actually was thinking about this the other day. I know everyone and their families have some sort of holiday traditions that they like to do. And we don't necessarily have a routine tradition that's on brand with Christmas.
We have one
What?
tradition. We normally throw an Xmas party every single year.
Yeah.
This is the first year. We haven't done it since we were babies.
I am so happy.
So happy. Low key. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this, but we're so happy there's no party this year.
I am actually, normally I don't love Christmas, and that sounds super weird to say.
Yeah, what?
Because if you don't like Christmas, I think you're just considered a bad person.
I think you're a bad person.
Yeah, I am the Scrooge.
You are.
But the fact that it's so relaxed this year, and even with the gift giving, it's relaxed, and there's no stress of having, people over, and
I agree with that. I agree
happy.
With that. There's a couple of things that we do every single year that kind of is not on brand for Christmas, but we normally get really fit before all these Christmas parties, and it's not intentional. I love the Christmas parties. I do think they're really funny, like having a couple spiked eggnogs and then flirting with whoever's single at the party. Normally it's always some older people, so it's not really like it's when we end up hanging out with each other.
Slim pickings out there.
Slim pickings. But we end up working out a ton.
Okay. Let's narrow it down to 3 things.
Yeah.
We do 3 things unintentionally every single year. Jinx, you owe me hot chocolate.
if I know, I'll try to make it.
Thank you. First, as you said, is working out. I sometimes feel like subconsciously we are getting really fit and exercising and eating healthy because we just want to start a new year on with a good head start, so you can kind of get that New Year's goal going.
Right.
2, we always watch Love Island towards this end of the year. I don't know what it is.
Since it came out. We've been watching it since it came out. And this is the thing, is when Love Island, if you guys don't know what it is, now has a US version, but it's a UK love fest in a mansion, people trying to pair off reality show. And Sistine and I, we were in London at the time the show launched. And this is before it was on Hulu and it started becoming way popular in the US. But from that moment, every single year we watch it and we rewatch it.
Addictive, you guys.
Addictive. We love the characters. If Molly or Maura came on,
oh my god, Molly May and Maura Higgins, if you guys are listening, we freaking love you.
If they ever listen.
I doubt it, but if you are, for some miracle, we love you. There's something about Love Island at the end of the year that just gets me feeling, excited and warm inside.
Maybe because you were offered a position on the Love Island US.
You guys, this is true.
Yeah.
Still considering if I join a dating show.
I don't think US is good as UK because the banter, the guys, the whole situation. We said we would go on the UK version if it was not filmed and the pickings were perfect.
Oh, 100%. Okay, what's the third thing
the last thing we do every single year, and it kind of became an accidental tradition, and we just figured it works.
You notice all of our traditions are just very accidental.
They're always accidental. Yeah. Is hamburgers Christmas night every single year. I think it was because everything is closed normally, and there are very, very, very few restaurants open, and it's normally places that have hamburgers. And so we always order like 15 hamburgers. So each of us honestly have like 2.
I know, and it's funny because I'm sure normal people have a nice, lovely Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
We're eating like nasty
ass soggy. Yeah, but it's so good. And I have to say, last year was so annoying. Our neighbor stole 15 hamburgers from us, you guys. And he is the only person living in that house. He refused to give it back.
Do you think he ate 15 hamburgers? What do you do with 15 hamburgers?
I don't know. What do you do with 15 hamburgers? Have a hamburger competition with yourself to see how, the timing? Just Christmas Day.
Just scarfing them down.
Unless they taste like the Krusty Krab hamburgers.
Oh, no, your jokes aren't landing. That's okay. That's okay. I'll let it slide. It's the holiday spirit. You know what I realized actually just now?
What?
Perhaps the reason I don't love Christmas is because you ruined it for me.
I ruined it for you?
Yeah.
What are you telling me I ruined it for you? So, why are you laughing? That sounds horrible.
You don't even remember.
No, I don't. I haven't done anything to you.
Let's just say you crushed my holiday spirits.
Oh my god, what did I...
You took a big fat dump on my holiday spirits.
Oh my god, for a second I thought I actually took a dump on you. I was
what? No!
I've never done that.
She's like, that I can't remember.
I was like, wait, it was like that.
You
what have I done?
Are the one that told me Santa isn't real. You guys, first of all,
someone had to tell you.
No. Let me explain. I was too young to figure this out.
Really?
At least wait till I'm 14. You know?
No.
Is that
Middle
too old?
School? That's
okay,
old.
maybe 12. 12 is acceptable.
When did I tell you? What grade?
I think I was 9 or 8. I was shattered. And the best part is Sophia said it so nonchalantly because this is how I found out. It's Christmas Eve. I'm in my jammies. I'm too excited to sleep.
I don't even remember this.
I remember
sorry.
like it was yesterday.
Oh.
I'm too excited to sleep. I go into my mom's bedroom. It's nighttime. Just trying to, fall asleep again. Whatever.
Right.
I see Sophia walk out of her room with my mom. Because they're assuming I'm in bed. Carrying all of the presents downstairs. And especially the ones that are labeled, "From Santa." And I go... What are you guys doing? It was 12 o'clock and I was like, what are you guys doing? And she goes, you do realize Santa isn't real, right?
And I go,
yeah! obviously I knew that. Let me help. And I was like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I go back to bed and I was like,
Wait, that's so sad.
I'm not kidding. The Christmas the next day, I was like, fraud. Everything's a lie.
Wait, can I really quickly? I'm so sorry.
Motherfucker.
No, can I tell you guys how I found out Santa wasn't real? I'm one of these people. I'm like an investigator. I always try to figure out if someone's lying. So with my research, I told my mom that I wanted a bell right off of Santa's sleigh.
You did. What a specific
Because
gift.
I saw the Polar Express, and I think that's what happens in the movie. And so I was like, that's gonna be a task. That's hard.
I'd like to pause you right there. What child asks for like a bell?
It was a trap. That was the whole point. Because I know if I ask for a teddy bear, she can get it easily. Ask for a sleigh bell? No, that's hard. So I try to challenge my mom. And if she didn't follow through with it, Santa isn't real. If she does,
a dark
then
kid.
I know. So I wake up on Christmas morning and there's a bell. And it says, from my sleigh ride, I got your letter, blah, blah, blah. I am elated. Santa's real.
Honestly, when she came through with that bell, I thought, no way this dude isn't real.
There's no way he didn't come through our
come
chimney.
on, he ate the cookies.
He had a bite of it. Yeah, all that stuff. I'll just say, a week later, I'm running around with my bell. I'm holding it everywhere I go. It's like my lucky bell. I'm telling everyone at school.
Oh my God, you were.
Weeks later, it was like when school came back. I went into the cabinet or some drawer. Oh, no. I don't remember what it was. And there it was.
Oh, no.
A plastic box with all the bells in it.
No.
And all I did was I look at my bell in my hand. I match it to the other bells. And I walk over to my mom and she's sitting in her office. I go, Santa's not real. She goes, she was so mad at me. She's like, you ruined everything. I'm sorry, I ruined Christmas for you, but I also ruined it for myself.
And you also ruined the Tooth Fairy, but that's a story for another time.
I'll tell you about that later.
I have a very special treat for y'all today.
What is it, Sistine?
I have brought in a conspiracy theory.
What?
But not just any run-of-the-mill conspiracy, a Christmas conspiracy. I think, honestly, this might be one of my favorite ones. I picked it out knowing that this is so up your alley.
Really?
You will love this more than I will love this. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Is everyone listening?
The Grinch of Christmas is bringing in a Christmas conspiracy theory.
Your jokes are really hit and miss.
Bah humbug.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is it. Here we go. Are you listening?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I am.
Thank you. I knew it. I knew I had to check in. God. You know, I always just think about pouring a conspiracy. Sophia has major selective hearing, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
My mom, a quick story time really fast.
Oh, God.
When Sophia was a teenager, she she wouldn't listen to you if you called her name or you asked her to do something. She would just pretend like she didn't hear it, even though we're in the same room. So Sophia would go, I swear, Mom, because my mom would freak out, yell. Even my dad would be like, Sophia, why aren't you listening?
I really didn't hear it.
My parents, you convince them. You say, it's my hearing. I can't hear you. I think there's something wrong with my hearing. They take Sophia to the doctor. They run all of these tests.
Yeah, for hours.
And the doctor comes out to my mom and goes, yeah, it's just selective hearing.
I got grounded. My phone was taken away. My computer was taken away because he's like, there is zero problems.
Fully
with her
just
hearing.
ignoring
she
you.
She is ignoring you. She doesn't want to listen. And from then on out, now I actually just
so that is why I checked in.
Yeah,
Sorry for
they
that
still
side
sometimes
note.
do that.
Here is the conspiracy. So, Santa in the Santa Claus, which is a movie. So Santa in the Santa Claus is actually an exiled wizard from Harry Potter.
What?
Let that sit.
Wait.
Okay, ready?
Say that again?
So Santa
in the Santa Claus movie
is actually an exiled wizard from Harry Potter. Let me get into it. This is the theory, that Santa is an alum of Hogwarts. We all know Santa is magical, right?
Yes.
But the evidence does stack up to this theory. How does Santa get up and down the chimney, Sophia? Ever thought about that?
Yeah, his powers. He
what
gets skinny.
powers?
Have you ever seen the videos of him?
It was a hypothetical question. Do not answer. I have the answer. How does he get up and down the chimneys? Flu powder. Of course.
Powder?
If you didn't know what flu powder is.
Powder.
In Harry Potter, it's that green shit that they throw. And it's like green smoke. Flu powder. And why can't we see him, Sophia?
Why? Don't tell me it's the blanket that you put over yourself.
Oh, invisibility cloak, perhaps?
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, you know what? That can't be true. Everyone that watched, I love Harry Potter. Big fan.
I have another one.
Okay,
how do you think he gets to every house in one night?
In a sleigh with Rudolph.
Maybe a time turner.
No, now you're making him seem way less fun and adventurous. Magical.
Hold on. You're telling me right now Santa being a wizard makes him less fun and less magical?
I think being a wizard defeats... No, because now it sounds like he went to school with Dumbledore. Is Santa...
Think about it.
Dumbledore?
Think about it.
That could be a possibility. They kind of look the same.
I have a feeling, though, Hogwarts has been there for a long time, so maybe it was before Dumbledore's time.
Wait. This can't make sense. You know why? Because Hogwarts... Am I thinking too logically?
Sophia, turn off your... Whenever I give a conspiracy, you get so logical. It is like...
Well, because the Hogwarts isn't real. It's a school. And then Santa is...
a student. An alum.
Are you saying that J.K. Rowling... What?
No, what I'm saying is J.K. Rowling is Santa. Boom. I don't know what I'm saying.
I actually kind of like that one.
Oh, thank you.
What are some of your thoughts on that? 'Cause, to be honest, that was way too much to unpack. That was a little bit of like a...
I feel like you just short-circuited it.
I did.
I hate giving theories to you because you get so logical.
Santa's been around before, I think. J.K. Rowling wrote...
Just don't get too technical about it.
Okay, so Santa is an alum of Hogwarts.
Yes.
Graduating class of...
Santa is Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yep.
Santa is Harry Potter.
We'll move on from this. It's okay.
That
I hope you guys enjoyed it more than Sophia did.
Yeah, I did not like that one. that made my brain go like haywire.
Damn it. We have also a little special treat. Sophia and I are going to bring on, just for a quick second, my mom and our little sister Scarlet. And what question do we ask them again?
We asked them about their lessons that they learned in 2020 and then what they look forward to in 2021 and some advice. They gave really sweet answers, and so we're really excited to let you know what they said. So stay tuned. Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Let's go.
Mama Bear, Stallone, come on. Hi, Mama.
The best person in the whole world.
Okay, you guys, we're doing an episode with you very soon.
Yeah.
Okay. But we want to just give them a little sneak preview of you. So one thing that you've learned in 2020. We'll do that first.
Health is wealth. And actually staying healthy, when things like this happen, it's really important that we all make sure we are up to date on everything from vaccines and keeping our bodies healthy and our minds healthy. That's really, really important. So when these pandemics happen,
we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
So
health is wealth.
That you hope for 2021.
I hope we all get through this and get vaccinated so we can prevent...
I want to rephrase it. Something you're hoping for 2021. Not a we.
Oh, okay.
What does Mama want?
Mama wants... peace of mind. I'm tired of being stressed. I'm tired of not sleeping.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
I just want to have a good night's rest. Actually, a full 8 hours would be amazing.
I know. You don't sleep. We gotta get to the bottom of
I just worry too much.
She worries about every single one of our well-beings, and so she just doesn't sleep. She'll wake up in the morning. She goes, I got up at 2, and I just read, and then I got coffee, and then I read more.
It's really hard. So I'm always thinking about everybody. So I just want to sleep in 2021. Is that wrong?
That's a great answer.
All of 2021.
That's a great answer.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on.
We love you. I love you. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, while we're waiting for Scarlet to get ready for you guys, I guess we'll give our answers.
Yeah, let's do that. What I learned in 2020 was just to bite the bullet and go for what you want, no matter what the circumstances. I think that we all have things we want to do, and when we're not allowed to do it or we can't do it, it gets us kind of in this rhythm and this Groundhog Day. So I really learned to be inspired by my surroundings and by you. And since we launched the show, it's been really incredible, you guys. Like, we've had amazing opportunities that are coming up in 2021, so just go for it.
Oh, I can't wait.
And also, I learned to never get Invisalign ever again. I'm an idiot, and I have crooked teeth on this bottom row, and for some reason, since quarantine, I've been just looking at myself in the mirror way too much because I have the time, and so I figured that they look horrible, even though no one notices them. So I got it, didn't realize how much of a time commitment they are. Now I have these little dots scraping my gums, and currently I'm going to go to the dentist to get them removed.
Bah humbug.
But 2021, what I want to do is obviously stay healthy and keep in contact with all my friends. I really think that maintaining relationships with everyone is really important. But to also, once again, really go for it. Like, hard hitting. We have one life, and Sistine and I are gonna take over 2021. Be ready, you guys. You don't know what's coming.
Heck yeah. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, let me think about mine. Okay, what I learned from 2020 is I feel like I stood up for myself more than I ever have. I was always shy and afraid to speak my mind. If someone would tell me off, I would almost apologize to them. And now I was like, you know what? No. And I said what I wanted, and I was better at saying no to people.
Yeah.
And because they did it to me. So I'm proud of myself. I definitely want to carry that into 2021. Not let people walk all over you.
Nope.
2021, I think I would like to work harder and procrastinate less. Because sometimes I let the idea of hard work scare me into not even trying it at all. So sort of just, breaking down that barrier and forcing yourself to do it, because at the end of the day, work, at least for me, it's fun and I enjoy doing it when I'm in the grunt of it.
Yeah.
But taking that first step to try to pursue something is scary. So I just want to force myself off that ledge.
I think a lot of people have that problem, is that doing anything that they're really excited to do, but also there's a huge risk of failure.
Yeah, of course.
It scares you, and I think for us especially, we've had to learn that a lot this year.
Yeah, and especially with our last guest, we had Alana Pratt on, and we talked a lot about how just go for it, and it doesn't really matter if you fail or it doesn't work out. Who gives a shit? You're young, you have one life. Try everything.
This is what I would say anytime you're about to go into a very daunting situation or something that just gives you a little bit of stress. Ask yourself this one question: what's the worst that can happen?
That's true. What is the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? Okay, you send that text to a boy and he doesn't answer?
Yeah.
That's okay.
You snog that stranger at the bar?
Yeah.
All right.
You go for your dreams, you fail. I guarantee you, another door will open. At least you went for something that you want.
You ate that extra piece of pizza? Who cares?
Who cares? Don't live with regret. Go for it. Do it. We've been in lockdown this whole 2020, so get at it.
Baby sister Scarlet, here to give her 2020 and 2021.
Do I go back there?
You know what? Make an entrance, however you feel fit. Go for it.
Oh,
hey, there
she is.
Come on in, Scarlet. Come on in. Take a seat over here.
Oh, am I going up there?
Yes, you are. Come on around.
Okay.
Come on around. Here you go.
Hey.
What's up? Whoa.
How do you feel? Your second appearance on the Unwaxed podcast.
I feel really uncomfortable.
Here, you can sit next to me.
Yeah.
There you
See,
go.
this has been we need to get a bench.
There we go.
So, Scarlett, what have you learned in 2020? And then the part 2 of the question is, what are you going to do in 2021?
I guess that I just really hope to go back to school. Go back to college. I mean, go to college and actually not do it over a computer. Zoom. My friend Zoom that I'm on every day.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I was saying to Sistine before that we all miss just relationships and being around people and hugging people.
Yeah, getting to make new relationships. And since I transferred to a new school, it would be nice to actually meet more people that year.
I also feel like you're missing some of the best years. Your senior year of high school and your freshman year of college Those are some solid years, and you're not getting either experience. So.
I know. I really hope it's changing for freshman year of college, because senior year already got taken away from us, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, things happen, but this too shall pass.
Let's hope that all schools start opening up, especially by fall of 2021. So then Scarlett can actually go into the
Well, you look
classes.
adorable in your Christmas pajamas.
Yes.
You look beautiful.
Thank
What do
you.
you have planned for the rest of the day, Scarlett? What do you have going
I'm probably gonna make gingerbread cookies.
Oh my
Again?
god, so festive.
Again, because I butchered the last one.
She did. It didn't taste very good. It tasted a
I
little
forgot
like
to have
Play-Doh.
molasses, and that was like one of the main ingredients, but whatever.
Whatever.
I don't even know what
It's
that is.
Christmas.
Okay. Well, we love you.
Thanks for coming on, Scarlett.
Why are you kicking me out?
You can stay. All right.
Okay,
What's the next segment? So we would love to end the show with our favorite segment, our unsolicited advice.
Yep.
I'm going to give you guys a quick little instruction to how to do it because sometimes, y'all forget. Make sure you go to the Apple Podcast page, go to ratings and review. Please give us 5 stars and leave your question in the ratings and review section, okay? We read all of them, and I honestly mean that. Sophia and I were reading all of the reviews yesterday, and they were so fun, and I love them, and it makes my heart happy. It honestly makes us emotional because sometimes we feel like, what are we doing this for? But then we read your comments, and we're like, okay, it's so worth it.
We do read your DMs too, and it's really sweet when we get like these girls texting us or messaging us saying,
I answer all of them.
Yeah, they're the best. You guys are so sweet. So keep motivating us because it really does help. You're kind of the reason why we're still going at it. So, do you have one that you want to go into?
This is the first one. Okay. What is the best icebreaker for a first-time date and the worst?
And this is by T-Man 121397.
What's up, T-Man? All right, the best icebreaker for a first date. Ooh, best icebreaker. Okay. I would say do something funny and sort of corny, even though, sometimes a corny pickup line, it always makes someone laugh. And, obviously, if you say something like, you're the only 10 I see, you're from Tennessee, or whatever the fuck it is, I would laugh and be like, you're such a goof, you're such an idiot. And then right off the bat, I'm already smiling. And boom, conversation started.
You know what it is for me is that the best icebreaker doesn't have to be like a line. It can be just go into the date with an abundance of energy and just be so happy that you're there and you're meeting a new person.
Yes.
Even though this person may not have the same exact energy level as you, just if you bring it, I guarantee you their guards will be a little bit more down. They're going to be like, okay, I can engage and be a little bit more goofy and funny.
And a piece of advice for someone that is a little bit nervous and they don't know what to talk about or what to say, come into the date with a few questions like ready to go in the back of your head. So if you do feel like there's an awkward silence, you already know the next thing to say. Just something to,
and
sort of
what were
warm
the
you up.
worst though?
I would say the worst from what I've experienced, at least, the worst thing you could probably say on a first date is talking anything about your previous relationships or your exes. That's a big red flag. It's a big no-no.
Don't do that.
Girls don't like it. I know for a fact, speaking as a female, I'm sure guys don't want to hear about them either. Just pretend like you've never dated anyone else.
Yeah, just don't, and especially for first meeting this person, you're walking into the restaurant with them, just give them a nice compliment. Don't be quiet until you get to the table. Bring up conversation, be like, it was this restaurant far, I'm so glad you can be here with me tonight. Dead air, especially right off the bat, no hugging, like all that stuff, like even a handshake's kind of odd. I'm
gonna jump on that as well.
Yeah.
I love the compliment idea because you don't realize how long someone actually takes to get ready for this date. And it almost makes all the worthwhile when a guy says to you, oh, you look really beautiful tonight. And for females too, compliment the guy. They love a compliment just as much as a woman does. So say, oh my gosh, you look so handsome, or I love your shirt, or whatever. It'll make his night too.
You know what's kind of crazy is that now thinking about it, it's not very often a guy on a date, like first date, will say like, "Oh, you look great today," or like,
"Do it."
Something
Makes
doesn't
her
happen.
night.
Makes my night. So the hours that I spent thinking about this one date that lasts probably 30 minutes, is worth it.
It also shows extreme confidence if you do that.
Yes, it does show confidence.
Okay, next question, Sophia.
Okay, so, oops.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah. Okay. Did you post it?
Yeah.
Oh, they weren't popping up on mine. Oh, yeah, they
Okay,
did.
here we go. Ready? Sort of on the same line, this person wrote, what is your advice for getting the woman of my dreams? Specifically, how do you find her? My man, I cannot help you with this one because I have not been in love yet.
You know how
can we sit on that for a second?
No. You're young. I think when you're trying to find the person of your dreams, like, it's all about the things you put out there. That's what they're asking. Like, how do you do it? You have to attest to this. When you were putting out a certain type of guy that you wanted in the first place and what you thought you wanted, you end up getting those guys. Like, all of them. You got exactly the checkbox what you wanted.
Yeah.
And it didn't end up being the best. So really make sure you know what you want. And then put that energy out there. Tell your friends. Say, like, this is the type of girl I'm into. This is the type of guy I'm into. I like this personality, this type of look. But be open. I think that's the biggest lesson, is to not just get your head stuck on one person.
That's a good point. So say if you're only into blondes, that you're only looking for a blonde female, but you might fall in love with a redhead. You never know. So be open heart. I sometimes feel like when you're looking too hard to find the one, it'll never happen, because then you're just analyzing and nitpicking every single thing about that other person, and then you're going to grow to hate them instead of find love in their flaws.
And that's, going off of that, I don't love dating apps for that reason. Because you think about, you see your type of guy on a dating app.
Yeah.
And I think they work. I think that they always, like, I've met, many of my friends have told me that they met their person on dating apps and things, but that's the problem with the dating app, is that you look at this person online that is probably your type by T physically, and then you meet them in person and it's totally different. But then you skip a guy that maybe not is your cup of tea physically.
You're right. It's very superficial.
So fun in person.
It's very superficial.
It's superficial.
Okay.
So I think also then going full circle, don't find your dream girl with their exterior. Find your dream girl what's on the inside. If they're funny, if they're intelligent.
Nice.
Yeah, someone that really balances you out and you want to actually hang out with for 24 hours a day.
Well freaking said, Sophia.
Thank you.
Well said. All right.
Yeah, I can do the next one.
You go for it.
All right. It says, one question I have is there something wrong with me if I haven't had a boyfriend yet, even though I'm in college? Everyone always says I'm the girl they want to marry and that they don't want to mess things up with. How do I navigate this as someone who does want to be in a relationship?
Okay. The one part that stuck out to me a lot was you said everyone describes you as the one that they want to marry, and you haven't been in a relationship yet. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, well, if I'm this perfect marriage material girl, why doesn't anyone want to settle down with me? Because they see that you're so special and so good and mature that they know that they're not ready to handle all of that woman yet. Do you know what I mean?
No, I see what you're saying, and I agree with that. I think that the guys that you're probably around are also immature.
Yeah.
And I think also when someone says to you, you're the girl I want to marry, it's kind of bullshit. And it's probably true. You're probably a great girl that is wifey material, and I have girlfriends that are like way more ready for marriage than I'm ever close to being. But the right guy will come up to you and be like, I don't care if you're like the wife material for me, they're gonna want you.
100%. I think that is just such a lame excuse for being afraid to be in a relationship or whatever reason that you don't want to start one.
That's exactly what it is. It's very in a relationship, and so they just say that to you. If
anything, you should be happy that this person is saying this to you, because you're probably saving yourself a lot of heartache or a bad relationship potentially.
But in the last episode also, and I get it, because Sistine and I both want to be in relationships. I'm not looking for one, but I don't mind being in one right now. But what we were talking about in our last show was that the fear of abandonment and not being able to be okay with being alone is really hard, and it is hard being alone and kind of seeing all your friends find their people. But really take that time for yourself. Really fall in love with the person you are on the inside,
and then your person will come.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad for you that you can't, you haven't been in a relationship, because I have been there, especially this year. It's been a lot of woe is me. Why am I single? I know I'm a good girl. I know I'm a great girlfriend. Why doesn't anyone want to be with me? It's not us. It's everyone else. But that's what I like to tell myself.
I also give Sistine credit, though, is that you have had your ups and downs this year, especially with dating. but you've really focused on now more you and saying no to those people that have treated you wrong. Like the people that have been like, oh, I want you, but not yet. But give me everything except the relationship part. And look what's happened. I mean, like, I know we keep hinting at things that are coming up next year, but because we focused, or because you focused on yourself, way more than you would focus on a guy.
Girl, you are avoiding the most dangerous type of guy. Someone that isn't ready for commitment, but is sort of stringing you along and saying you would be great, but he's essentially saying not great for me.
Yeah. So date yourself.
Date yourself. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you look beautiful tonight. Thank you for taking me out to dinner.
Take yourself to dinner. Pour a glass of wine if you're of age, and enjoy it. Yeah. You're good.
You've got nothing but time.
What's that song? It's like, you got it.
No, you got it. Sing it. What is it?
No, it's a text. Put your boss up. Put your credit.
Fix your credit, girl. Get at it. Go get the degree. Focus on me. Unlock potential that you never know.
You got it. You got it. Oh yeah. Okay, so that was it. We started the show with singing, and we ended the show with singing. Thank you guys so much for listening once again.
To our Christmas special.
It's fun. You know what? Hopefully this all comes. This is probably going to be the most clipped, kind of janky episode, but I think
that's 2020 in a nutshell. Pretty janky. So get with it.
End it as the year is, and then start it fresh right off the top.
I promise. The New Year episode will be so much smoother because it's a fresh start, right? It'll be better, I promise. But thank you guys for listening to us start this podcast in 2020. You know, it's been fun. We're excited to continue it in 2021. And thank you for coming along for the journey.
Thank you.
We love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mwah.